and welcome to Home Gourmet. I'm Minoli and I'm here with Kolu again today, who needs no introduction, and he's arranged a variety of wonderful soups for us to try today. Kolu, would you like to tell us why you've done this? I know why you've done this, but I don't think they do.
Well, you have been ill, I have been ill, and soup is a very healthy thing, you know.
Yeah.
My nutritionist always tells me, have a good healthy soup and go to sleep without having a big meal. But I never seem to do it, Minoli. I just have a huge meal at night. But I heard you were also very ill, so I thought this program will do some nice healthy soups.
Great, because everyone's kind of suffering with this seasonal flu, getting over it or getting under it even at the moment. So what a wonderful thing to do, Kolu.
So first of all, the first soup I'm going to do is a Lebanese style. It's very Arabic.
Okay.
A lentil soup.
Lovely.
So few ingredients for this one.
Yeah.
So as you can see, nice coriander leaves. Just the leaves, no stalks.
Okay.
Some garlic, just some bits of garlic, cinnamon powder, salt, pepper, as you can see. Some diced potato.
Right.
Lentils. I have soaked these lentils for a bit, otherwise it takes a long time to cook.
Okay.
Lime juice.
Yeah.
Right. And chopped onions. And of course some spinach.
Okay.
And a bit of olive oil here. And this is stock which I'm going to use. You can
Right.
use water if you don't want to use this stock.
Okay.
And this I have made without having to boil chicken or anything like that. I have used the no chicken cube for this.
Okay,
It's
lovely.
very convenient. But only please remember, when using this cube, be careful of the salt.
Okay.
Use salt
So
only
taste-
if necessary. That tends to be a little salty.
Okay. And it's interesting, I've never had sort of a Lebanese soup before, so I'm quite excited to try this once you're done.
To start with, we'll just take the coriander
Okay.
leaves and we put them into a
Blender.
blender.
Right, so while Kolu blends all of that up, why don't you take a look at the ingredients and we'll be right back. Lebanese style lentil soup. 250 grams fresh coriander, 12 cloves of garlic, olive oil, 2.5 teaspoons of salt, 2 large onions chopped fine, 450 grams of lentils, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 12 cups water, 500 grams spinach, 2 medium potatoes, 6 tablespoons of lemon juice.
Yeah, so I have put the coriander leaves in.
Right.
Now I'm going to put the garlic, and then I'm going to put some olive oil into it.
Okay.
And then I shall blend it.
And again, garlic is something great if you're ill. It's got a lot of healing benefits, antibacterial
That's right.
benefits, properties. So
Very good.
good stuff for you.
Yeah. So now all I do is I will whip this up, and then we'll have a nice coriander garlic paste.
Right.
Okay, Minoli.
Okay.
So that's it. So let me.
Right.
Okay, it's all blended there. And you can just put it together. You can use it later. Then I'm going to put this here pan to heat. Right, onto that. And once the pan is heated, I'll put some olive oil
Okay.
and some of the chopped onions into it.
Right. And again, Kolu, all of these are incredibly healthy ingredients. You've got some really good stuff going into it. Your spinach, your lentil for your protein, your
That's
garlic,
right.
your coriander. It's
All
good
nice,
stuff.
nice. Even cinnamon is supposed to be very healthy for your aches and pains.
Okay.
And all sorts of things. A lot of people drink cinnamon in the morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there I have put some olive oil into the pan. And once that's heated up, I shall throw some onions into it.
And this is lovely and fragrant. You've got that blend of coriander, garlic.
And garlic, I know
It's-
coriander is a favorite of yours.
Yep, love it.
So I
Can't
shall
get
put
enough of
that.
it, actually.
Onion into that.
Okay.
Saute it a bit. Now I have already soaked the lentils a bit, Minoli.
Yeah.
Otherwise it will tend to take a long time for it to...
Cook. And how long should you soak them for?
I just soaked it for about an hour.
An hour.
So that will
okay.
give it faster cooking time. Then I put all the lentils into that. And you can see, if you come a little closer,
Yeah.
they start changing color.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting a nice into the more familiar,
kind of
like you see
lentil
the
color
lentil
that we know.
familiar with, and this orange color, it becomes a nice yellow color.
Yeah.
Right. And once it changes color, Minoli,
Yeah.
I'll be adding the lovely stock which you have made with this knorr.
Right.
And then a bit of cinnamon into it.
Okay.
And as I told you before, I'm not putting any salt into it because of the knorr cube we had put into that.
Okay, wonderful.
So now I shall add the
Stock cube.
into
And
it.
that's just with one stock cube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Minoli,
Yes.
please remember, if you don't want to use chicken cube and make it completely vegetarian,
Yeah.
you don't have to use this
Okay.
cube at all. You can use water.
Right.
But I like to have a richer flavor, especially that we are not well.
Yeah, we need all the goodness that we
need
can
all
get.
a little more energy of it, you know. So now we'll let it cook like that. And into that, I will add some cinnamon powder into it. Just a little bit. So we will get this to cook for a little while.
Okay.
Then actually should leave it for a bit of about 30 minutes, but we have no time for that.
Right.
So we shall then at this stage, now it's nice and it's boiling.
Yeah, I can
we
see
will
that.
put the potato into it because the potatoes will take some time to boil.
Okay.
And let that cook. And we shall throw in the spinach after that.
So while this cooks and it goes on, take a little break, but don't go too far because we're going to be right back with this lovely soup and a lot more from Kulu. So we'll see you soon. Welcome back to Home Gourmet. Today we've got a special on soups, and Kulu's just taken us through the first soup that he's got on his menu for us. Kulu, I can see it bubbling away, giving off this wonderful aroma.
Yeah,
Are you happy with
good
the?
in my blocked noses, it's doing good. Now we not just put our paste into it.
Right.
which you
Okay.
made.
A
I just scoop
lovely
everything into
garlic,
it.
coriander,
Yeah,
and lime.
good. That
paste.
changes the color also nicely. a bit.
Yeah, and actually the fragrance as well, you know, because it was giving off this sort of earthy fragrance, and that now you've got like a little bit of an acidic
That's right.
balance to it, which is lovely.
Yeah, it's a
Great.
nice garlic into that.
Yep, and lovely and good for you. So that's my contribution to the soup.
Okay. So now we give it a good stir, let it cook for another further minute, and we add the lime juice, and it's ready for you to taste.
Fantastic. Well,
Actually,
it looks lovely, Kulu,
yeah.
actually. It's a very unusual kind of soup as well, you know. It's got,
Well, the Middle East, there are lots of the Lebanese style one,
Yeah.
which I learned from my friend Soraya.
okay.
But there are lots. They use a lot of lentils in their soup, you know. So
Nice.
they all each Middle East country has their own version of this
Variation.
lentil soup. So now I will put the lime juice into it.
Okay.
A bit of it. You can put a little more while you're tasting it if you like.
Yeah.
And then I think we are ready for you to taste. Yeah.
The
It's
salt,
about time I put some pepper now.
pepper.
We'll do some anos some good. So it's a
do.
nice, rich, healthy soup.
Lovely, I can't wait to taste it.
And I'm going to do a nice laksa for you next so don't have too much of this.
Superb.
Okay. So here I'm getting the bowl ready for you.
Thank you, Kulu.
And we can send the balance to Dinesh.
Yes,
He's okay.
he's also ill.
Oops,
Lovely.
okay.
Well, that looks wonderful. It's got these lovely colours. It's
Colours.
giving off this really nice aroma. And I'm going to grab
I'm
that
going to give you a
spoon.
nice clean spoon.
Thank you. And you know, Kulu, I think what I like about this is you know, it looks rich, it's earthy, it's hearty.
Yeah.
It's pretty much everything that you'd really want in a
Everything.
soup.
It's a meal
you know?
in itself.
Yeah.
Minoli. If you like, you can have some nice bread with it, pita bread or some
Yeah,
nice thing on the
and
side,
kind of-
which should be good. Too hot?
It's very good. It is hot actually, but it's lovely. I don't know, I mean, maybe this is the wrong word, but it's very inviting. You just kind of want to sit down with a big bowl of this, wrap yourself up in a blanket, sit in bed and eat it. It's,
Yeah, watch
it's a
TV.
perfect thing, yeah, it's a perfect thing if you're feeling a little bit under the weather and you just want something quick to kind of
Yeah.
see you through that. This is it. This
Excellent.
really is.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Kulu.
Yeah.
Right, so while we get set up for the next lovely laksa that Kulu's going to make, why don't you take a look at some of these interesting facts, and we'll see you in a minute. Americans sip over 10 billion billion bowls of soup every single year. That really is a lot of soup. Who eats more soup, men or women? Well, for a typical lunch, women seem to be more than twice as likely to eat soup as men. The earliest evidence of our ancestors eating soup was around 6000 BC, and the soup that they ate was hippopotamus. In the late 1700s, apparently the French king was so enamored with himself that he had his royal chefs create a soup that would allow him to see his own reflection in the bowl. But as a result, consommé, a clear broth, was born. Frank Sinatra always asked for chicken and rice soup to be available to him in his dressing room before he went on stage. Another famous person who loved soup was Andy Warhol. He told someone that he printed those famous soup cans because it's what he had for lunch every day for 20 years. Troubles are easier to take with soup than without. An old Yiddish saying. Of soup and love, the first is the best, from an old Spanish proverb. Right, so Kulu, there are so many ingredients here for your lovely laksa. That
Quite intimidating.
It is intimidating because I'm like, where do we start? Where do we start, Kulu?
But I'm happy to see that you have some color back in your cheeks
honestly,
after the Lebanese soup.
It worked wonders.
Work wonders. Soups always work wonders for people. So now as you see, there are lots of ingredients here.
Yeah.
Right, so we first make a paste.
Okay.
So a paste out of, you can see here, ginger, which you can happily put into that.
Okay, the whole lot?
Okay, you can put all of it.
Okay.
We have onions.
Right.
Right, you can put it. I always say more the merrier in these things,
That goes
okay.
in.
Then we have dried prawns.
Okay.
This you can put a bit half of that, or it depends on how much you like it. And then of course garlic. This also half.
Yeah.
About, I think I'll give you a spoon for that one, Minori.
Okay.
Not too much. About, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the red ripe chilies. Now that depends on how much you like red ripe chilies.
Right, so
Right.
let's put.
So put into that.
Okay.
And then you put some water to help us to blend this.
Right, the whole amount?
No, just a little bit. It's enough to make a nice paste. Right, little more. Give it a nice smooth paste. That's fine.
Okay.
Now, the rest of the ingredients, as you can see, this is a nice chop.
Yeah.
Coconut milk, laksa paste.
Okay.
Laksa paste now, you can either buy it,
Yeah.
which is quite difficult. Other than I'm going to let you to read the ingredients out to the viewers so they can see how to make a laksa paste.
Wonderful.
Fried tofu,
Okay.
lime juice, more ripe red chilies, and prawns.
Okay.
And then as for the topping or whatever you say, it's a meal. Laksa is a meal, as you know, by itself. So we have nice boiled shredded chicken, egg noodles, rice vermicelli, fish sauce, spring onions, again red ripe chilies.
Right, so this is really going to give us a bit of a kick.
Yes. Fried onions, coriander leaves, and some bakers, little bits of lemon. Okay, so we
Superb.
start, but I'm going to blend this
Yeah,
minoli.
great.
And then
Wonderful
we can
paste.
get on with it. Okay.
And again, don't be intimidated by all these ingredients. They're fairly easy to put together, so make sure you try this actually. Malaysian style laksa. For the spice paste, 4 to 5 onions chopped, 6 to 7 garlic cloves, 1 piece of ginger root, 1 red chili, 1 tablespoon dried prawns, or 1 tablespoon dried shrimp, half a cup of water, prawn or shrimp flavored oil, 4 tablespoons vegetable oil, 12 raw prawns, shelled and deveined.
Okay, now I'm going to just put a little oil into it.
Okay.
If you see the recipe, they say prawn oil.
Right.
There's nothing to get worried about prawn oil. Prawn oil is where the prawn infused into the oil. So just you can put, now we just have enough of prawn
Sugar
powder into this.
Teaspoon?
Just put a teaspoon. That's
tablespoon,
all.
sorry,
We
yeah.
don't all watching our bodies and figures. We don't have too much of oil. So I'll just give that just another little whisk here for a second.
Okay.
And then, Minoli,
Yes.
there is my pan. Now it's there.
Right, let me
You
grab
can put
that
on
for you.
fire.
Okay.
And while I give this a bit of a whisk,
Great.
so that we have Okay, that's done.
Super.
So now into the pan, Minoli, we see these ingredients.
Okay.
So all we do is put the chicken stock in, or vegetable stock, whichever one you prefer.
Yeah.
Right, nice rich stock into that.
Okay.
And
again, if you don't want to use stock, can you substitute it for water? With water?
Well,
It's
vegetable
better
stock.
to, yeah.
Right. Then I'm going to put the nice rich coconut milk into it. Okay. Yes, the coconut milk is very good now.
Okay. Superb. I love it.
Right. As you know, because of the stock powder I have used,
Yeah.
I'm not going to put any salt into this.
Right.
Right. We let it cook nicely. And while it's and into this, we put some red chili into it.
Okay.
It's quite easy, Minori. It looks intimidating, but
Yeah.
this is the thing in this, you get all the ingredients organized. Then the laksa paste.
Okay. Because you always say that preparation is key. Before you start, make sure that everything is ready. And it's all prepped.
Yeah, it has to be, otherwise there is no point. You know, otherwise when you go looking for this and that,
You
it's
forget
quite
things,
complicated. A bit of sugar. That gives a little sweetness in it.
Right.
The tofu, and we let this bring to the boil.
Okay.
Once you bring it to the boil, I have had some prawns also here.
Yeah.
So when it gets into the boil, I'm going to add some prawns into that. And the lime juice.
Okay.
We have a little pepper at this moment. Now, this is one of those soups which are also fun at the table.
Right.
Because you bring this to the table, Minoli,
Yeah.
which I'm going to make you do now.
Okay.
And
you dress it up.
dress it up
Okay,
in this set. So
superb.
we have room there.
Right.
Okay. So we
Move
can
that
use the
out
two
of your
bowls,
way.
one for you, one for me.
Yeah.
Some underliners here too. So
Okay.
now the fun part of this is you will, and I'm going to give you a pair of tongs.
Okay.
So take a little bit of this one, a little bit of rice
Everything.
vermicelli. Put a little bit of everything. These will top with these two.
Okay.
And the fish sauce, all these are to taste. So
Right.
I'm going to allow you
Okay,
to
to-
make us two nice bowls while this is boiling.
That's very brave of you, Kalu.
Yeah, you can always don't put too much into the bowl, or the bowl
Yeah.
gets filled up.
Yep.
Right, just take very little, because you have to put the rice vermicelli also into it.
For the laksa broth, 180 ml laksa paste, 1 litre chicken stock or 1 litre vegetable stock, 400 ml of thick coconut milk, 320 grams of fried tofu, 1 teaspoon sugar, 3 tablespoons fish sauce, salt to taste, juice from 1 lime. Right, well, you've had a look at all these lovely ingredients. I've put some noodles into the bowl, and now Kulu's going to tell us what we have to do
Right,
next.
just a little bit of the rice vermicelli.
Okay. It's interesting that is this sort of traditional that you use 2 types of noodles in laksa?
Well, I suppose it's a meal.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay.
Which is quite
And a bit of the chicken into
interesting.
this.
Okay.
Right.
So you kind of really want to layer your bowl before you put the
And I'm going to toss some prawn
soup in.
into this to make it more interesting.
Okay.
Okay. So the prawn is in there also cooking. And then what else can you put before? You can put a bit of spring onions. You can do the
Okay.
tongs. You can
Yep.
just put a bit of spring onions. Some of the chili.
It's quite
love
exciting.
this.
It's quite exciting to kind of make your
It's
you know,
fun
and get
when
your
you have
guests
it at
involved.
Table.
Yeah.
You had to get your guests involved. It's really, really fun at table. I'm going to put a bit of bean sprouts. Can be generous with our
Okay.
bean sprouts if you like it.
Yep, because they're good for you.
Yeah.
All wonderful, wonderful stuff. And that's quite sort of, you know, with sort of this sort of South Asian cooking, it's quite unique to that. They tend to use a lot of very healthy, good for you type of
Because these are all
ingredients.
meals, in
Yeah.
itself. I will put everything. We'll put the onion and that at the last. So what I do is now get the nice, my laksa here.
Soup spoon.
Right. And just pour it nicely over it.
Lovely. It's already giving off this wonderful aroma. And you know what I love, Kulu? The prawns just like cook virtually instantly.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
put it at that time, and then they must stay there nice and crispy.
Yeah, you don't
otherwise
want
it's
kind of-
awful. If they're not crunchy, prawns are awful when you're digging into it, and it's not nice.
Great.
So that's one bowl. Can I have the other
Yeah.
bowl, please?
Thank you. Wow, look at that.
It's sliding.
It's that rich coconutty sort of aroma that comes off it. And it's beautiful to look at as well. It's a beautiful dish. So is this something that you prepare quite often at home, Kolu?
I love to have it.
Yeah.
But at home I'm alone, I'm a bit lazy to do that. So we have it here.
Wonderful.
Put that over there.
Okay.
Then to this, I'm going to put a bit of fish sauce.
Yeah.
And as you know, we haven't put any salt.
Yeah.
So the fish sauce also will give it the trick. Some lovely coriander leaves to both.
It's beautiful.
And then we top up with the onions. That's a lovely laksa for you.
Fantastic. I mean, look at how beautiful this is and how, honestly, how simple it was to make. I mean, even though the ingredients are quite varied, it's
and it's intimidating.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of chili also to give it a little bit of color also.
Toppings: 160 grams rice vermicelli, 350 grams egg noodles, 1 chicken breast cooked and shredded, half a cup bean sprouts, 1 spring onion chopped, 1 red chili sliced, 4 tablespoons coriander leaves, 2 tablespoons deep fried onions, a fresh lime wedge.
That's a lovely laksa for you now tasting.
Superb. Kolu, I hope you're going to join me in tasting.
I
Yes,
will.
I think it's
Is that your
so
spoon,
great.
Or you're okay with that
I'm
spoon?
great with this.
Okay,
A little bit of
fine.
garlic on it, that's wonderful.
That just makes
I'm
up
just
that
gonna
fish
take-
sauce is
yeah.
floating somewhere. I love the fried onions.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
Yep. Fried onions with anything, you can't go wrong with that. What's your verdict, Kolu?
I'm saying it's fantastic.
I have to agree with you. It is fantastic.
Right. Now, if you want a bit more of a limey taste, you can pop in some bits of lime into it.
It's lovely. It's lovely, and all the ingredients are so fresh. They're not, they're cooked perfectly without being overcooked.
Overcooked. Everything is a crunch.
Yeah.
And nice, including the prawn when you have it.
I'm gonna eat this entire bowl while while you guys at home sort of go off on a little break. But we've got another soup coming up, so make sure you come right back, and we'll see you then. Hi, and welcome back to Home Gourmet. Kolu, if you missed the first part of the show, Kolu's made some incredible soups. Actually, Kolu, that laksa was just fantastic.
I know, Minori, when I must say I enjoyed it myself. I nicely tucked into it and I'm feeling quite full now.
I know, it was
But
really
we have
good.
one more soup to go with.
Okay, and again, some lovely looking ingredients.
Yep, and this is this is Thai style soup.
Okay.
You can either go vegetarian or with prawn. So that's why you could see that I have tofu for the vegetarian option
Yeah.
or prawn for the non-vegetarian. But I'm going to add both because we eat both.
Okay.
So we have a chicken stock here,
Okay.
ginger,
Yeah.
lime peel,
Okay.
soya sauce and fish sauce.
Right.
So all we do is I'll just put this to boil first, then I can talk to you about the other ingredients.
Okay.
So I pour the bouillon, the stock
The
into
stock
that,
in, yeah.
you know.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, no problem. Don't have
Right.
accidents in the kitchen there, no point. So I put that on the fire. And then I will add some of the lime rind into that. Now, some of the people want to take it out, but I don't. I like lime rind. I have no
Yeah.
objection to that. Or the ginger.
Okay.
So you put these two in.
And again, ginger, wonderful for you.
Especially in the health
Yeah.
conditions we are in now. Very
Yeah,
healthy
it's
for
like
us.
a magical ingredient.
I know, it's
isn't it?
very good for the throat. Just boiling some ginger with hot water.
Yeah.
Ginger, put boiling water, ginger into it, it soothes your throat immediately. And this is the fish sauce.
Sorry, let me move that out of your way.
And the soya sauce. So no salt because there are a lot of salty things in it.
Okay.
So we are not going to add any salt into this.
And you just kind of mix that in with the
So let it boil. Once it's boiled, then we have pak choy here.
Okay.
Coriander leaf, which we'll garnish with.
Yeah.
Mushrooms, shredded carrot, bell pepper, garlic, and some onion. So they're all there, ready to use. Now that's boiled enough.
Okay.
So I put that aside near you, Minoli.
All right.
And
Let
I'm
me
going to
make
take
some space for
right.
you.
I need that oil, of course.
Okay.
So I shall put this pan in here.
Lovely. That lemon rind is giving off this wonderful scent.
Yeah, I know. See what the Lux has done to you.
It's cleared everything up.
So dash of vegetable oil into this.
Right. So while the oil heats up in that pan, why don't you take a quick look at the ingredients? Thai-style vegetable soup with prawn. 1 liter vegetable or chicken stock. 3 centimeters fresh ginger. 3 lemon leaves, or optionally a piece of lime peel. 1 tablespoon fish sauce. Replace optionally with 1 tablespoon light soy sauce. 2 tablespoons light soy sauce. 150 to 200 grams of pak choy. 100 grams of dried mushrooms. 100 grams of carrot. Half an onion. 2 garlic cloves. 1 red bell pepper. 1 lime. 1 handful of coriander leaves. 150 grams of noodles. 150 grams of shrimp. Chili sauce, salt. Right, so you've just put the onions into the oil?
Put the onions into the oil. Then I'm going to quickly add the bits of garlic into that.
Okay.
All the garlic. Right. Then the bell peppers.
All right, and that gives a nice bit of crunch and colour at the
Crunch
same time.
and colour. That's very colourful. Lots of the oranges here.
Yeah.
Then we put in the carrot.
Okay.
You know, these are all very, very healthy soups.
Yeah.
You know, none of them are all full of nutrition. And actually, this is a good diet for us. Only all these soups for the night.
Yeah.
Once you have 1 bowl of this,
And you're fine.
I'm sure we'll lose all the weight we put on.
Yep, definitely need to, both of us. I think I'll just be calling you going, Kolu, are you making soup tonight? Can you make some extra for me?
Now I'm going to put the pak choy into this, right? And this we must actually retain the. So it'll be like a meal in itself.
Yeah.
Though it's a soup, it's not going to have lots of broth in it.
Right.
If you want, you can make it more brothy, but I like this a bit because it's nicer to enjoy the vegetables, the more vegetables and the broth, you know. So while this is going on like this, we'll add all the nice soup we have made here. Put this into the. Give it a nice sizzle.
Just,
and straight like that.
And that bok choy sort of cooks pretty fast.
Right, with some tofu. So they got a lovely soup there.
Great. I mean, it looks lovely, Kolu, and honestly, it's just so fast to do.
Yeah, I told you. The secret in
so
all
quick.
this is to have your mise en place ready.
Yeah.
Once you have all that ready, it's easy. When teaching, I always said, please, please, please. I'm putting a bit of this lovely, you can put Tabasco or a nice spicy Thai chili into that. That gets
nice bit of heat
there.
To come through.
And again, Minoli, we get your bowls, which are right there in front.
Okay.
So this is for the full meal itself.
Okay.
Just a bit into each bowl.
Yeah.
Going all over. I love rice very much.
Yeah.
Better than the flour.
Yeah.
Rice noodles are always far healthier.
And nice, because I mean that they're very light, you know, that you don't feel like, oh my goodness, I've just eaten a rock.
You won't believe, when I'm abroad sometimes and time for a string hopper pilau, I take the rice from and make and people don't know the difference. Locals, you know. I love string hopper pilau for you, and wow. Here they get this. So that's that. I'm going to just put a bit of pepper to give it a bit of a zing.
Yeah. Because I suppose, I mean, in Thai cuisine, there is a lot of heat, right? But from different spices, not necessarily only chili.
Yeah. Now this actually, if you notice, I only put that bit of a chili sauce into it and not a ripe red chili or whatever. But, okay, let me just scoop it in with all the nice veggies. And
I mean, it just looks beautiful. Like you said, I mean, it is a soup, but it really is a meal. You know, it's like a full-on proper meal, not what maybe you might think of as a soup.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Right. And here we have 2 nice bowls of soup for both of us again.
Lovely.
All we need
I'm now regretting polishing off all that laksa. I'm like, oh my God, this smells so wonderful.
We'll have a bit of this, a cup of green tea, and a nice pop in the bed after that.
And just like
watch TV and what more?
Pass out. Wow.
So that's there.
So beautiful.
One more for you, one more for me.
Colorful. I love the color. Thank you, Kolu.
I'm going to leave this in front. Look. Coriander leaves.
Stuck into that, yep.
Oh, your favorite.
My favorite. I love. Beautiful. I mean, I wish that you could sort of smell the aroma that's coming
well,
off
I'm
this.
sure
It's
all of you all
lovely.
will be cooking this. I meet many people in the supermarket who ask me about this and that, about our earlier programs. I'm very happy. A lot of people watch ETV and enjoy our program.
Right, so I'm just going to taste this now. Kolu, it looks wonderful.
Okay, so now we had 3 soaps.
Yeah.
And the last one, they had that nice coconut milk in it,
Yeah.
so it's a nice thick kind of milky taste. Now this is all clear broth, Minodi.
Yeah. And it's, like you said, it's that difference. The coconut gives it that very rich, kind of, warm, yummy goodness. Whereas this has a different type of goodness. It's more sort of healthy. You feel sort of slightly, you get the taste of the vegetables coming through. It's
all
wonderful.
3 soups we did,
Yeah.
they're all comfort eating soup.
Yeah.
Wholesome soups, so they're all 3 different textures, so
Yeah.
sometimes you think everything soup is either the cream of this,
Yeah.
the cream of that.
But it's
Now,
not.
all these soups, other than for the coconut milk, we have absolutely no form of cream or
Yeah.
anything. So people have lactose problem, ideal soups for them.
Perfect. Well, unfortunately, that's all we have time for today, but don't forget to tune in next week when Kolu will have a lot more wonderful recipes to share with us. Again, if you want to know more about the program, if you want to download recipes or ask Kolu or myself any questions, please write in or log on to www.homegourmet.lk. But we'll see you again next week. And until then, happy cooking. Thank you, Kolu.
That's my forward.